It doesn't matter what comes my way, you are still God. Intentional God. Everything is working out for my good. Dependable God. It doesn't matter what comes my way, you are still God. Intentional God. Everything is working out for my good. You love me too much, too much, excess love. You love me too much, you love me too much, excess love. Thank you for loving me too much, unconditionally, Lord. Thank you for loving me too much. Thank you for loving me too much, unconditionally. Thank you for loving me too much. Thank you for loving me. Where would I have been without you? You love me too much. Oh, Kakame, now him you be. You are A to Z, and everything in between. I'm my mama's myself, and you be the most high king. Eche tobiezike, odiro yedikaki. I'm my mama's myself, now you be the most high king. Eche tobiezike, odiro yedikaki. Now I'm standing here only because you made. Now I'm standing here only because you made. Now I'm standing here only because you made a way.
You know what? This is my security blanket. I told you about that. That has not changed. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. How y'all doing today? Good, thank you. Everybody's looking good. It's good to see you. I'm here to bring the word this morning, and I ask that the word flow from my mouth is inspired by Spirit, by the divine Spirit. Let me give you whatever you need, hopefully, and give myself also an indwelling spirit. So I want to start out with my, I think I've shown you this before, my daily word book that I use every day. I try to, sometimes I, mess up. But. So today's message is gratitude. Gratitude is my natural state of mind. With joy, it is to feel gratitude rising from my heart and filling my mind. Feeling grateful makes me aware of the all-encompassing presence of God, including the divine within me. When I live from my spiritual nature, gratitude becomes the song of my heart. And I don't need to wait for a reason to feel grateful. When I live with an attitude of gratitude, I find the good in every situation, the blessing that can come from any adversity, and the presence of God in every aspect of my life. Practicing gratitude opens my eyes to the blessings that are present and opens my heart to receive even more. I give thanks for an unlimited world, blissful peace, and perfect wholeness. Psalms 95:2 says, let us come into his presence with thanksgiving, and let us make a joyful noise to him with songs of praise. And so the message this morning is joy comes in the morning. And so I'm going to read Psalm 30:5 from NIV version, and I'll give you a little piece of the King James version. But God's favor lasts for a lifetime. Weeping may stay for a night, but rejoicing comes in the morning. And King James version says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. I have to tell you that my waters have been troubled, and I'm sure your waters have been troubled. Last week, Reverend Jerry Lee spoke about being in dry places. We have been in dry places. Our waters have been troubled. And I felt drawn to the book Lamentations, not so much because of the story, but because of what lamentation means. As a church family, as individuals, within our own families, we have suffered great pain of grief and loss. I've been messed up for a couple of weeks. I am not going to lie. Reverend Don, especially Greg, there's so many people who have left our lives, family members, nephews, partners, friends, one after the other. We've been going to one service after another. We've just been moving through it. I know that grief is part of life. Losing people, loss is part of life, but it still hurts. For me, I can say this particular episode hurt really, really bad. And so I was drawn to the book of Lamentations. It's a book of 5 Hebrew poems. The author is said to be Jeremiah, and a lot of you, of course, know or refer to Jeremiah, have heard of Jeremiah referred to as the weeping prophet. The book describes the sorrow and grief and pain of the people of Judah and Israel at the destruction of the city of Jerusalem after being overtaken by the Babylonians, King Nebuchadnezzar. Lamentation, the word lamentation is described as the passionate of grief or sorrow, a weeping or a wailing, a sorrowful cry. The book Lamentations was originally named Eka, a Hebrew word for alas or how, exasperation. Alas, how could this happen? How did this happen? I don't understand it. My mind is troubled. My waters are troubled. And so this word drew me in, because I think as a church family, I think that we need to recognize it is time for remedy. It is time for us to collectively wail. It is time for us to share this grief. You know, we move through it functionally, but have we sat with each other to understand that the pain is collectively here? Because I didn't just lose Greg. We all lost Greg. I didn't just lose Reverend Don. We all lost Reverend Don. And so there's a collective lamenting that we are experiencing right now. Our waters have been troubled. In chapter 3 of Lamentations, and you know, it's an interesting book because, and it's funny, we've been in the Old Testament, right? And one of the questions that keeps coming up is, why do these people keep doing the same stupid stuff over and over again? Why they keep messing up? They know what God can do. God has done it for them. He has showed them. He has proven himself to be faithful. He's only asked one thing: love me, honor me, stay in my will. And then here we go, off to the side. Right. All right. See the destruction, activity of our people. And we know why. We want to blame God. God did it. So Lamentations goes, four chapters are really all 5, but it's, oh, why did God do this? And oh, why did God do that? And God. Now, wait. We make decisions. And they result in consequences. And it ain't God's fault. But we do need somebody to blame. And it's the same way when you're experiencing grief. You want answers. You can't understand. It's got to be somebody's fault. So you'll find the 5-letter word that we often don't want to talk about, grief, in chapter 3 of Lamentations. And chapter 3, 31 to 32 verses says, for no one is cast off by the Lord forever. Though life brings you grief, God shows compassion. So great is his unfailing love, God does not willingly bring affliction or grief to anyone. Let's hold on to that for a minute. And in Jeremiah 31:4 says, I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. I will build you up again, and you, Israel, will be rebuilt. And so how do you get past the captivity of grief? Because you do feel captive for a moment, right? Like you can't move, you can't think, you can't. What is going on? What is going on? And so you must hold on to the promises of God. You must hold on to his words that say that I love you with an everlasting love, that I have unfailing kindness for you. I never, as your God, as your divine being, would ever cast anything upon you to afflict you. I am the God that loves you. I am the God that blesses you. I am the God that brings joy in the morning. Weeping endures for a night, but there's joy in the morning. Well, how do you find that joy? How do you find it? How do you navigate through the darkness that you feel when there is grief in your life? You have to free yourself enough to remember the great things about those folks who have gone on. Like, for instance, Reverend Don was a sassy man. He used to sit in that clergy room and tell us some stories, and we'd be like, whoa. For real? And had no problem telling him either, because he was royally honest. He worked hard for his community. He was in the struggle in the early parts of HIV and helping to care for people and to send people home to glory and to support partners and lovers and friends who had lost loved ones. And then there was my dear friend Greg, who I spent probably the last maybe 7 years seeing him every Saturday, almost every single Saturday, right? And then of course on Sunday. And that one hit me like a ton of bricks. It did. It really, really did. And I was in despair. Deep despair. I could not believe it. I just, you just talk to someone and now this. But God is a renewing and a refreshing God. And I was walking down the street Saturday, right? We were going past a store. There was this outfit in the window. I stopped and said, wait a minute. The woman was staying there. He said, I could see him walking around in that outfit right now. Everybody else how to dress, how to keep their hair short. But one of the best things about it was the gentleness and the kindness and the smile and the warmth. And so that is what I'm holding on to. When that grief floods in and wants to just wipe me out like a tsunami, I remember him holding my hand when we were singing. If none of you noticed, me and Greg used to hold hands sometimes when we sang. And he would put his arm around my waist, and we would hold each other. And there are times when you're singing in a choir, you become of one note and one voice. And our voices would play perfect. And the note would come out perfect. And then when we finished, we would smile at each other. And he might give me a hug, and I would give him a hug. That's the Greg I remember. And God will take away the darkness. So there is joy in the morning, light in the morning, sunlight in the morning, so we can remember and see clearly those beautiful memories that you have. And you will recognize that you were blessed to be in the presence of these folks, and they haven't left you. Every time, like last Sunday, when the choir got up to sing, Greg was singing with us. Something took over, and woo! Hot times, right? We had a little rehearsal on Saturday, we okay, we're going to sing on Sunday. Okay, but we got up here and just something happened. And I hope you all felt that. So Greg will sing with us. He will always sing with us, even though he is not physically here. His voice is still part of his choir. Reverend Don is still part of this church family. He is still being a sassy man. He always was. And hold on to that. Hold on to the moments of love and laughter and peace and the joy in the morning when you would wake up and get a call from your friend who may not be anymore. The joy in the morning I used to experience of seeing my sister get up. She had a routine. She would get up. She'd go in the bathroom. She'd brush her. The first thing she did every single morning was brush her teeth. It was fascinating. Nothing happened before Marjorie Logan brushed her teeth. Then I started thinking, when Pop was here, what was y'all doing early in the morning? Because she made sure her mouth was fresh. She was a woman. She was married. She had a husband. They were together for years and they were madly in love. And so I think about those Those little moments, the things she used to say to me, the things she used to call me, little nicknames and stuff. She used to call me an old politician. You ain't nothing but an old politician. That's how joy comes in the morning. First of all, the minute you wake up, your eyes are open. You can see the daylight. You can smell the air. You can hear the birds singing. You've already won. You've already won. There is your joy already. You are here. You are alive. You get a chance to do it again. And even though you're missing the people that you have lost, you get a chance to still keep them with you by your memories, by the things that you might walk past to remind you of who they were. Not just for you, but for other people as well. And so I want to end the day with a song, because me and Greg used to sing. Amen. And Ramadan was singing too. We will fight. We will win. We will fight. We will win. We love singing that song. And I felt like I needed to remember them today. I feel like we all needed to remember them today. I think we needed a public declaration, because we've been to the services, we've served, we've taken care of the family, we've gotten the food. But what have we done together as a church family to get past this moment of lamentation, these deep, shocking, troubling water kind of losses that happen to you? So I say, be encouraged, my brother. Hold on, my sister. The battle's not yours. It belongs to the Lord. Oops. God will make an escape for you and for me. Be strong and hold on to His word. God has promised to fight every one of your battles. So don't give up the fight. It's too late to give up now. Don't give up. The war was won by Jesus on a hill called Calvary, where He gave His life for you and me. So dry your eyes and don't you cry. Everything is gonna be alright. We've been made and go for a night, but hold on, joy is coming in the morning light. So